Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy. This is your general reading for the first half of October 2019. This is for the Earth sign of Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, Taurus Moon, if your Venus is in Taurus, or if you are cross-watching for Taurus. But as many of you know, general readings always resonate a little differently for everybody watching. So if you know all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watch them all, because it can provide, more pieces of the picture of what's going on in your life and can sometimes be a little more predictive than your sun sign. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. For those of you who send in all of your support, feedback, comments, likes, shares, and subscribes, I am always grateful for all of that. And of course, a big shout out to all of my clients out there. Thank you. I'm so very grateful for the continual occupation and busyness with personal one-on-one readings, and I'm honored that so many of you keep returning time and time again. Thank you so much. And if any of you out there are interested in scheduling a personal reading with me, you can click on the description link below for more info and contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. I can usually respond to initial inquiries within the same day or the first 24 hours. And scheduling is done in a pretty timely fashion too. I do readings full-time, 6 days a week. I'm quite blessed to have that be all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with both your schedule and mine to set up the readings in as timely a fashion as possible. So send me an email if you're interested, and we'll go from there. I offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the first half of October has in store for you. Okay, Taurus, we begin with the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the King of Wands. I feel like somebody's coming in rather quickly, almost to save the day. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy for the first half of October is the Knight of Wands. So your overall energy for the first half of October is the Knight of Wands. So this is very fast-moving energy because it's the energy of fire. That's the element which rules the suit of Wands. And the energy of fire is all about change, or a catalyst for change. Change, movement, action, power. It's fast energy. It's aggressive, assertive, dynamic energy coming in. The Knight of Wands, Knights can often represent offers or opportunities coming in, the speed at which situation moves, the opportunity or catalyst for change as well. So something's definitely coming in. Someone or something is definitely coming in very quickly. I feel like for many of you, there's a fire sign coming in and a really unexpected, powerful, save the day kind of energy. I feel like this King of Wands that's coming in very unexpectedly for many of you represents a fire sign individual, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody who has the character traits of the King of Wands. Somebody very dynamic, somebody perhaps that's a good leader, a good delegator, a good problem solver. He's able to, he doesn't rest on his laurels for very long. If there's a problem, he begins working on how to fix it and immediately enacts that. And if that doesn't work, he'll turn to something else. He's depicted as sitting on his throne here. I always feel like he's sitting there kind of restless, just waiting for something to happen so he can get up and take action. He's kind of looking off into the distance there as well. This is someone who has learned to make those fire sign character traits work for him, because kings and queens represent individuals who have mastered their suit. They're at the top of their game. So they've learned through the page energy and through the Knight energy, they've grown, matured, and evolved so that they've now reached a point of self-mastery, control, and discipline over the character traits which are inherent to their suit. That aggressive, assertive, creative, artistic, action-oriented energy. This king has learned to master those energies and make them work quite well for him and perhaps others. And I feel like this person is coming in very quickly, very unexpectedly. Because what crowns that King of Wands is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the King of Wands clarifies this Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune It's a major arcana card, and the Wheel of Fortune represents God, Spirit, your angels and guides, energies, divine timing and orchestration. In the upright, which of course we have no control over. In the upright position, there's a strong implication that this Wheel of Fortune represents something that you perceive as a stroke of good luck, of good fortune that you couldn't have predicted, didn't expect, is coming in kind of at almost at the last minute. Why? Well, those were the second cards. So the first set of cards are the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. I get the feeling that this is something that you're already going through, something that's already happened, or the position that you're, the energy of what you're feeling right now, but it doesn't last for very long. Now, the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, uncomfortable energy. The Five of Pentacles can represent fundamentally insufficiency and lack. Now, Pentacles is earth energy. That's the element which governs the suit of Pentacles. And in the tarot, Pentacles basically represents the things that make up the structure of our life and how stable and secure we feel in the day-to-day structure of our life. So often Pentacles represent things like money, finance, property, real estate, assets, job, etc. The things which in a concrete way support the stability of the actual day-to-day structure of our lives, or they can represent, you know, the efforts that we put into what makes us feel stable and secure. So emotionally, it could represent, you know, long-term steady relationships, that sort of thing. So the Five of Pentacles, whether it's in a financial and monetary way or in an emotional way, represents insufficiency and lack, perhaps in finances or money. Maybe you're out of work, out of a job, or you're not making enough money. On an emotional level, this can represent feeling maybe abandoned, rejected, not good enough, shut out from a certain group, or blackballed or blacklisted, not fitting in, you know, and it makes you feel bad about yourself. Again, whether it's an emotional, I mean, this could be relationship for some of you. It could be work, job, money oriented for some of you too. But this energy of the Five of Pentacles, it makes you feel trapped, or you feel like you're trapped, like you can't change the situation, which is what the Eight of Swords represents. Feeling trapped, feeling held hostage, feeling chained or bound to something almost. Not in quite as an intense way as like the devil, but like you can't remove yourself from whatever this Five of Pentacles, this, you know, something isn't enough, whether it's in money, work, finances, or a relationship. So Swords is air energy. That's the element which governs the suit of Swords. And in the tarot, this is the energy of things that go on in our heads. Belief systems, ideologies, how we look at things, perceptions, perspectives, because that colors and shapes the way that we communicate our own words and our ideas out into the world. So Swords is mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's also the energy of truth, wisdom, insight, higher education, and learning, everything that goes on up in here. And that's actually the positive aspect to the Eight of Swords, because while this person, meaning perhaps you, for some of you, it might be this King of Wands is someone that you come in and kind of help or rescue. But for many of you, this is how you're feeling, you know, trapped. But the positive aspects of the Eight of Swords is that it is mostly in your head, meaning that, so these swords represent what it is that you feel trapped by. It could be a whole set of ideas about something or one particular thought about something, because the swords represent something that's going on in your head, some message that's going on in here. This woman is on her knees, which implies vulnerability, victim mentality, helpless. She's chained up at the wrists, blindfolded. However, this is a card of your mind being your own worst enemy. The only thing that's keeping you feeling like you're trapped and you can't change a situation is just the idea in your head that you can. And this woman can't see it. These swords are plenty wide enough for her to just walk through and away from. She's on her knees, but nobody is forcing her down there and nobody is holding her there. The chains which are wrapped around her wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. She could twist her wrists around, the chains would fall off, she could take the blindfold off, stand up on her own 2 feet, take a look around and go, you know, I choose not to remain in this anymore. Whatever I have to do to remove myself, I'm doing it. So it's a card of feeling like you can't get yourself out of this situation because, I don't know, fill in the blank. It's a general reading, so the details and specifics may vary, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. If it's a job that you hate, that doesn't pay you enough, or something like that, you might feel like, you know, I'm stuck here because if I leave, then I won't have a job, and I'm afraid because I might not get another job, or, you know, whatever the fear is, or, you know, I'm out of work and I can't get a job because I don't have whatever. I mean, in relationships too, it could be maybe you feel, maybe you're not in a relationship and you know, maybe you have struggle with issues of self-esteem, or feeling like you're not, maybe you're in a relationship that isn't good for you, or that leaves you feeling like you're just not good enough, or something of that sort. But you feel like there's no other choice for you, because better that than being alone, or, you know, whatever these ideas or thoughts or messages, these tapes that are playing in your head, that's what's actually keeping you trapped, not the reality of your situation. So that's this energy, and it's unpleasant, uncomfortable energy, but it doesn't last for very long. It may have been lasting for a while up until now, but whatever it is this energy represents for you, it's shifting very, very quickly, maybe around the second week of October, the middle of October. Timing is always kind of fluid, because that's when this Wheel of Fortune and this King of Wands just comes swooping in unexpectedly, out of the blue, maybe at the 11th hour, you know, very fast, coming in to offer some kind of help or assistance, or, I mean, it could be a job or money or resources or a place to live, or, you know, in relationships, it could be somebody else. I don't really feel like this is, you know, I try, because I know, you know, some people are like, love is not their focus. They don't want to see a reading on love, but I have to go with what I'm feeling. I don't really feel like this is a love relationship for many of you. I'm just not really picking up that energy. It feels like it falls under the umbrella of work, career, money, residence. It could be a project of some kind too. So something's coming in quite quickly that completely changes this energy in a really positive way. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands. I feel like this Knight of Wands is either this King of Wands coming in, or the speed at which this King of Wands is coming in. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands. The Six of Cups. So Cups is emotional energy. It's governed by the element of water. Lovely, mercurial, emotional water. The Six of Cups is a card often associated with a past, roots of origin, something you've been associated with or had history with before, parents, where you come from, childhood friends, childhood sweethearts, family. It has strong associations with the past and history. So whatever this Knight of Wands, whatever or whoever this Knight of Wands is, there's some kind of connection that you have, some historical connection you have with either this person. I mean, this King of Wands could be somebody that you knew before, somebody you grew up with, a childhood friend, a childhood sweetheart, or an old friend coming in to help in some way, perhaps bring or provide resources that you need. It could be, I mean, the Six of Cups in work, it could be a company you used to work for, or a person you used to work for, or a place you interviewed with before, something of that sort coming in. So whatever it is coming in quite quickly, there is some, you have some connection to the past. There's some kind of history there somewhere. So everything like changes. I mean, I don't see this often. It happens sometimes, but I don't see it often. You know, this Wheel of Fortune, it's like something comes in. It's kind of like the 11th hour. It's darkest before dawn. You feel like, you know, you're never going to get out of this energy. And then, boom, it just, something unexpected just happens, and it shifts in a beautiful, beautiful, blessed way. Let's pull a couple of final messages from Spirit. Advice, guidance, messages from Spirit for Taurus for the first half of October. The High Priestess, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. This is also having faith in Spirit, God, Spirit, your angels and guides. Faith that things are going to, as long as you keep doing what you're supposed to do, putting one foot in front of the other. This is trusting, listening to that intuition, trusting in that connection you have with Spirit, and knowing that as long as you're doing your part, Spirit's going to meet and match you every step of the way and lead you to joy and fulfillment here. And then, oh wow, and then we have right after that the Nine of Cups and the Star. These are the two primary wish fulfillment cards of the tarot. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card, cups overflowing, abundance, sharing that with friends, family, loved ones. and the star. The star is also renewed hope, faith, and optimism. The star comes in and shines a light through whatever this darkness is and gives you a sense of renewed hope, faith, and optimism. Trust in the divine, trust in divine timing and orchestration. It is also one of the wish being fulfilled cards. So for those of you who are still in this Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords energy, Taurus, it's only going to last another minute or two longer because something is coming in. That's not to say, you know, just give up and something's just going to come knocking on your door. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other because something is shifting and changing in a beautiful way, in a way that is quite unexpected. But it's a real blessing. And I feel like it's attached to this person that, you know, there's a person or an organization, even if it's a job situation, something coming in that you have some connection with in the past. But it brings that joy, that fulfillment, that wish fulfilled. Beautiful reading, Taurus. So Taurus, that is your general reading for the first half of October 2019. I hope that you enjoyed it and found something useful and actually quite hopeful and positive in it. If this reading resonated for you, or if any of the readings do, and you would like to set up or schedule a personal reading with me, just click on the description link below for more info and contact details. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That link is also provided. I offer love and romance readings, relationship compatibility, career, work, and finance, investment readings, gift readings for friends, family, loved ones, 6 and 12-month life overviews. So just a variety of different things. If you're interested, send me an email and I'd be happy to set something up for you. I will see you all again, Taurus, in a couple of weeks for the October 2019 mid-month general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you much joy, peace, blessings, strength, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.